Welcome to Diary of an Ex-Ho. I'm Cheri Hardman. I'm your ex-ho, and today's guest is Maxwell Shultz. So sit back, enjoy the episode, and remember the old saying, always a bridesmaid when you're a hoe. All right, how are you?
Great. How are you?
Good. Nice to meet you.
Likewise,
All
Cheri.
right. So we always just start off the show with Mary Shag Kill, just to break the ice.
Okay.
So I always make it try to cater it to the person. Since I didn't know much about you, I did Massachusetts.
Okay.
So let me go grab that.
Sure.
All right. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
All right. So you're going to marry one, you're going to shag one, you're going to kill one.
Okay.
We got Uma Thurman, Amy Poehler, and Jennifer Coolidge.
Okay. Marry Amy Poehler, shag Uma Thurman, kill Jennifer Coolidge.
All right. Well, that was quick. I spelled Massachusetts wrong. Oh, well.
There's only one of us. It's fine.
So you're going to kill Jennifer Coolidge.
Yes.
All right. Random question. Would you rather watch or be watched when it comes to sex?
Yeah. I would rather watch, I think. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to kind of delve into, first of all, is there any, well, let me do this. Is there anything that you don't want me to ask about at all?
Oh, uh, no, I don't think so.
Okay.
No,
And
I think it's fair game.
okay. And if you like wake up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat, like, oh, I shouldn't have said that, just let me know and I'll cut it out. But you got like a 24-hour window.
Okay, cool. Great.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Okay. So, um, are your or were your parents together when you were growing up?
They are and were. Like they
Okay.
still are and they were then.
Okay. And were they did you or do you see them being like affectionate with each other?
Almost never.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, since I was a little kid, like me and almost everybody I know, no one understands their relationship. It is
Oh,
like the
really?
weirdest. Why on earth they're together, I don't know.
Huh. That's interesting. Um, do they have different personality types?
Yeah, like to the point where y- I don't even know why they would have ever hung out, let alone got married.
That's interesting. Um, were they affectionate with? Are you with you when you were a kid?
Yeah, I mean they were good parents. Yeah.
Hmm. Do you feel they were a good role model for like what you think a relationship should be like?
Oh God, no.
Yeah. Okay.
No. No.
Um,
If anything, it was do what they didn't do.
reverse role model. Role model. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm. Uh, okay. So I'm going to ask you about something that I like. I call a sexual awakening. So, like,
Sure.
I want you to tell me about a point in your life, and it could be in many different ways, where you realize, hey, wait a minute, there's something going on in this world that I previously didn't understand, whether it was changes in your body or something you observed or heard. Can you tell me about that?
Oh. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, this is the first thing that comes to mind. I was 19 and I was having like breakfast at like a cafe with a friend of mine male friend of mine, and it was the first time in my life I realized that I'm not straight because all I could think of was like, I wonder what his dick looks like. And then he was like, "What, Max? Like, it's your turn to speak in the conversation." And I went, I'm sorry, I have no idea what we're talking about." Never told the guy, but like then went on like a whole like self exploration of like queerness.
Right. And how old were you that at that point? Did you
I was
say
19.
19? Okay.
Yeah.
And how long did it take you to act on that feeling?
Um, couple years, I guess. Yeah. I didn't even have a kiss with a man until I was, I think, 21 or 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you have any celebrity crushes when you were younger?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really remember as like a little kid or anything like that, but I mean, Conan O'Brien has always been one of my top celebrity crushes since I was like 15 or 16. And even then, I didn't even consider being queer. I was just like, but that guy.
So, like, you find him
Um,
physically attractive?
yes. Yeah, and then another one, Julianne Moore. Like the older she gets, the more attractive I find her.
So you like gingers?
I guess, yeah, yeah.
Never thought about it. Um, can you remember like and this doesn't have to be like when you're a kid, but anytime, but when you were younger, where you saw like a mainstream movie that had like a love scene or a sex scene or a nude scene or something that just really kind of did it for you?
Oh my God, yes. Can it be a TV show? Because it's a TV show for me.
Sure, sure.
The pilot of Californication. Seeing
Ooh.
David Duchovny have sex with whoever that woman is, that was like a huge sexual awakening for me.
Oh, well, it's good that it's on a series so you can go back to it whenever you want. Huh?
Oh yeah, no, for sure. Huge moment for me is like whatever
I've
year that
seen
was that
that.
came out.
Sorry, I've seen that. I don't remember. I'd have to go look. Do you watch porn?
Oh, of course.
Do you have a favorite like
Absolutely, I do.
go-to category that you're willing to admit to?
Um, I mean, I think like most people, it varies. Lately, I've been into uh like casting stuff, I guess. That's kind of been where I've been drawn lately, like the stuff where like they're auditioning to be in porn.
Oh, gotcha. I guess I'm gonna clarify because you told me previously that you're pansexual, but I haven't mentioned
I
that. So
am.
like, so it's kind of like people watching this are probably going like, is he gay or straight or bi or what's going on? So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I'm pan. I'm pan.
claim your I don't say your version, but your definition of being pansexual.
Sure. I mean, this is forever ago, but I used to joke in my stand-up that it's like bisexual plus. But basically, the gist is I am much more attracted to somebody's like brain and intellect and just the way they carry themselves than I am what's between their pants necessarily. Like I do find people attractive, of course, but like I am much more likely to be with somebody because I find them compatible with me in that field more than what they look like.
Gotcha. What's your definition of amazing sex?
Oh, I guess summed up, everybody has multiple orgasms.
Can't argue with that. Uh,
Yeah. When I figured out when I was like I don't know 25 or something that like I could occasionally have more than one orgasm in a row, I was like, this is the dream.
the dream. How's your body image?
The worst it's ever been.
Mm.
It's funny because I actually struggle with the multiple orgasm thing because I'm on antidepressants now. The side effect I gained weight, so I actually weigh more than I've ever weighed. But you take the good with the bad, I guess. I feel more sane, so it's better, I guess.
Right. So
Yeah.
when I've taken an antidepressant before, I just couldn't do it because like having an orgasm was practically impossible.
I had that problem at first, and then like I kind of just navigated around it. Like I'm able to do it pretty 95% of the time I don't have an issue anymore.
Uh, 'Cause
Yeah.
that can be depressing in its own right, you know.
Oh yeah.
Do you have any sexual regrets?
Um no, I don't think so. I mean like the only one I can think of is I used to date somebody who like for years I was with this person and they wouldn't like they were incredibly selfish in the bedroom and I kind of wish I saw that as a reason to leave and I didn't. But other than that, no.
Do you still have a sexual bucket list, or have you done everything you wanted to ever do?
Oh, that's a fun question. I mean, I think the only thing that like on there that I've never done is have sex not in this country. I've left the country very seldomly, so like I that's on there, but other than that, I hit those things a long time ago. I mean, I'm sure I could like really try to think of something, but like off the top of my head, there's nothing other than like outside of the United States do it, but
I never thought of that as a bucket list. Do it in different
yeah.
countries.
Yeah, yeah. Going to Canada at the end of next year, so I'm hoping that I'm certain it'll happen then, you know.
All right. What's your Instagram?
Oh, just my name at Maxwell Shultz.
Okay. And this is going to come on. We're not done yet, but this is going to come out maybe mid-January.
Okay.
So do you have anything to promote like in January that you know of right now?
Oh yeah. Oh good. Looking for the calendar. Yeah, definitely. So as of right now, I on the 11th. You know what? I'll skip that because I don't even know what the thing is called. January 18th, I have a show at Spigot River Brewing in Lawrence, Massachusetts at 7 p.m. Then following Thursday, the 25th, I have a show at Fortune Bar in Amesbury, Massachusetts at 8. And the 27th, I have a show at in Portland, Maine. Though oddly enough, I'm waiting on the venue confirmation, so check my Instagram closer to the date. But those are my three big January shows right
All
now.
right. All right. Now I didn't prepare you for this. I'm bad at telling people this. So if you need to take a minute to think, that's fine. So
Okay.
I want you to tell me something. You can either tell me something you feel I haven't covered that you kind of wanted to talk about, or if you have just an entertaining story about sex,
Hmm.
or both. So one or the other or both. And I'm just gonna sit here and let you tell me about it.
Okay. Um, sure. I what's a fun? Um, the only time I feel like this is something this covers both things. You haven't covered this, and also it's a fun story. Um, so I mentioned I'm pansexual, and I'm attracted to men, women, and anything in between or outside. But the only time that I've ever like had sex with a man, and I use that wording deliberately, is because it was a threesome with a woman. The only time I've ever had a threesome, and it was probably the most awkward sexual experience of my life, and that includes losing my virginity, which is always gonna be weird. Like it was a fuck buddy. I'm assuming that it's fine to swear on this show. I'm sorry. Okay. It was a fuck buddy who like I had fallen out of touch with a little bit, and she hit me up and she was like, "Hey, how are you? Whatever." And I was like, "Oh, I'm doing well. How are you?" She said she had a boyfriend now, and I was like, "Oh, maybe like we'll hang out sometime." Like not meaning it, like just like almost a way to end the conversation. She's like, "Oh, let me hit him up," and she's like, "Yeah, you want to like have sex with us tonight?" And I was like, "That's well, I feel like I can't say no." Okay, so I showed up, and like I don't know actually what the music was, but the way I've explained it to other people was like dubstep anime theme songs, which is not anything I'm interested in. It was like so just bizarre, and then like the actual sex was like she was. Oh, this was that was the other thing too. This was like shortly after I had stopped drinking. So he's like offering me all this like absurd alcohol, like mixing like brandy, whiskey, and rum, and I'm like, no, I don't want this awful punch. And he's like, well, I do. And he's getting hammered. She's had like a drink. I'm stone cold sober. It just like uncomfortable because I don't know this guy or whatever. But it was kind of a nice icebreaker because like I was eating her out and I looked up and he's just masturbating, which is I feel like not exactly the move, but it worked out. Um, and all in all, like everybody came. Like I think I came twice. She did a few times. I think he came once. But just a really weird music. Like the music is more substantial in my head than the sex itself. But it was fun. I'm glad I did it. But like also like I am fine never seeing either of them ever again, which I think is what you want in a threesome to not ever know them again.
They say it's better to be the guest star than to be the couple or whatever, you know.
Yeah, the main cast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoyed me a good threesome back in the day, but yeah, I don't know about that music. It made me think of
Yeah,
like,
it was like and I remember during it me and her were both to the guy, I don't remember his name, but we were both like, "Hey, like what if we put anything, any other music on? I don't care what." Like literally he was like, "No, like this is what I need to come." And we're like, "Okay, I will listen to Dragon Ball Z dubstep as you come, I guess." It was so fucking weird.
well, that's good. So, um, that's it. That was quick and easy. It was very nice to
Super
meet
quick.
you. It's always nice to just
Likewise.
meet people and then just talk about dirty, dirty stuff and then go bye. So
Yeah.
this is how I do my one night stands now. So anyway, thank you. I'll let you know when this is coming
Thank
out
you.
and have a good rest
Okay.
of the day. All right. Bye bye.
You too. Bye, Sherry.